Hello and welcome back to Old Retired Guy. And today we've moved this fire alarm box from the left side of this door of a pole barn to the right side of the door. And the reason is to make room for this footing we're building right now. This is going to support, and that's like 3 to 4 foot deep. This is going to support our railroad crossing that is going to go right here now. So as you can see, move the fire alarm box to the right of the door to make room for the railroad crossing to the left side of the door. And we just built this contraption here to go into the hole, and we'll follow that up with, we're going to level it right now, and we're going to follow it up with a form around the outside. It'll be approximately the same size as this form, and we're going to pour the concrete for this. So we'll be back. So once again, we have the antique concrete mixer hard at work, and we've got our form set now. We're going to be mixing the concrete a bit wet so that it goes all the way down, about 42 inches I think down that hole. And I'm going to let this set up for a couple days. So the concrete is about 24 hours old now, and we're resorting to a plan B, because plan A was that the anchor bolts would be a little bit longer when I was finished, and my plate that is going to go on here had 1/2 inch holes drilled in it, and they were going to go over this, and I was going to lock them down with nuts. So what I've had to do, these are spacers, what I've had to do is drill oversized holes in the plate, and I'm going to go with a joiner, and then a spacer, and then a bolt. And it's kind of like a plan B. So, here we go. I've drilled a small hole right here. That tells me that it's the front. That way the holes will line up. And then one of these, the anchor came out. So I've already put spacers on it and already pretty much figured out how to get it level. So we're going to put a spacer, we're going to put a bolt, and we're going to do a 4 that way. So I've had to clean all these out with a tap, and I had to clean the anchor bolts up with a dye because they were galvanized, and these are not galvanized, and they'll all be painted. And when I'm done, I think I'll actually like it better than it was going to be, because it'll be more of an industrial type look, and that's kind of what I'm looking for. Might have to come off a couple more times, I'm not sure. And we'll put the level on. Make sure that we're plumb. We're plumb that way. Plumb that way. So less than 24 hours on the concrete. And then the post with the lights on it will go down inside this post and anchor into the post, but that'll be in just a little bit. I'm working on the railroad crossbuck sign that was given to me by a good friend, but being that everything else is going to be new, we're trying to upgrade this as well. It's a bit of labor to get those letters off. I used a small propane torch and a scraper, and the first part of this panel to the left here is being done with this air sander with a coarse paper. And we'll clean this all up and we'll have new letters made for this portion of it. So always the one-man band here. Had to take and insert this into the female bottom pole, and you can see the chain is becoming loose because the tractor drifts so bad, and that's the only way I've been able to get this in there all by myself. So the bottom portion has a piece of tubing in it that's 2 foot tall. The top tubing will go in 16 inches and it'll be locked in place. And as you can, as we stand here, the backhoe's drifting, and you can see that the light is coming down little by little. This is one time the backhoe drifting is helping me. If it didn't drift, I wouldn't have been able to do it by myself, because I lined it up, and on its own it kept coming down, coming down, coming down. If that's making any sense to any of you. But I had to feed the wire up through. For now, temporarily, it's running out the back. I'm going to run up and be joined in the back of the cans, which have backs for them as well. So I don't have anybody to hold the camera here, and I got to get back to work, so I'll catch up with you in a minute. So we got the tractor out of the way. We got her down into place, leveled up, locked down. Even the wire ran up through the tubing and across the crossbuck. And the wire runs all the way to the top. And it's going to stay like that. I'm going to put it inside the bell, but there'll be no bell for right now because I just don't have one. But I have the bell box made. That'll be up there in a couple minutes. And it comes back down. So it goes up the pole, up to the loop, back down to the crossbuck. It's going to be temporarily wired back here. Tomorrow the wigwag switch should be here, and I'll be able to wire it permanently. So I was able to pull the wires using the hole runs all the way through to the pole, and then I don't think you can see in there, but the wire runs over into the cans also. And there's a locking screw where the male meets the female post. For right now, it's just coming out as a 110 plug until I get some power here. I have power over here. 50 feet away from power. And the crossbuck, I'm working on the crossbuck, the railroad crossing crossbuck. But coming together. Tonight after dark we'll light it up. She won't be blinking, but we'll light her up. So got most of it together here. Not the crossbuck because I'm redoing that. And the wigwag switch will come in tomorrow to make the lights go. And there is no bell up in the top. And I'm not really sure right now if there's going to be. It is wired for it. I'm not sure if I want to hear it or not. But yeah, getting real close now. Like I said, redoing the crossbuck. Oh, and I'm going to have to run a 50-foot of wire over to put a permanent service to it. Right now I'm just running it off an extension cord.
All she has to do is tell that she no longer works. She just snaps this and tells her.
Well, I have them blinking, but I can't get them to blink independently yet. Still working on that problem. But this is the way it is for now. And the way I accomplish that is with this module here. And apparently, when I looked at it and purchased it, I thought there was going to be two pickups coming out of it. And there's only for one light. So I got both lights wired through one, and apparently needs another one. So rather expensive, so I think this is the way it's going to be for a while. And then this will get tucked into there, and then the back door will be put on much like this one, or exactly like this one. And anyway, today's project is over here, wiring up the service for that light, picking up off, there's a 110 volt outlet over there near that post. So I'm going to run conduit down this ditch and over and put an outlet there for the railroad crossing sign. So that's today's project. Picking up a number 12 wire here off this outlet box existing, and running an underground burial 12-2 wire through conduit down nearly 50 foot of trench, nearly 4 feet deep, and it'll come up inside the building there, because I didn't want to undermine behind the brand new footing. So we're going to bring it up inside the building, and we're going to run it around the corner and put the outlet right in the wall. Time to get this back filled up, and we'll run it a few times with the tire, and we'll put our stone back in place, our topsoil for our grass, and we'll be done this portion minus the wiring. The crossing project is complete, and as we wrap up the video, I just want to give a shout out to One Stop Sign Shop, who did the graphics on the railroad crossing, and to Dave Gandy and the Gandy family, who were wonderful friends and instigated this whole project by giving me the cross buck, and then I had to run with it and do something. So we built this pretty much prototype railroad crossing. The bell in the top is installed and does now work. I can't stand to listen to it, so I put a switch in the back, and as we close the video out, I'll hit the switch and it'll come on, but you'll see why we can't listen to that all the time. So we'll just walk around here and show you that if you see behind it, there's an electric eye, motion activated eye, that as anyone gets near this, it comes on, and then it goes off, you know, in so many seconds, and just fun. So I'm going to hit the switch on, which is around the back, and just tall enough the grandkids can't get to it. And you're going to see in closing that I can't listen to that. Okay, everybody, thanks for watching The Old Retired Guy. See you next time.